Hello, this is Neve with the Rainbow Cauldron, and today is September 4th, 2014. The moon is waxing and in Capricorn. All right, so the first card that I laid down will be from the Druid Animal Oracle deck and will represent the general theme or feeling throughout the day, something to think about. The four cards surrounding it will be from the Faery Wicca tarot deck and will represent the energies around morning time, noon, early evening, and nighttime. All right, so the first card we put down is the Hawk. All right, so the Hawk has to do with the Hawk's really representative of ridding of ourselves of negative situations, really distancing ourselves. Like, look at where the fire and stuff is out here, and the Hawk has really pulled himself away from that, and he's standing way over here on this ledge where it's beautiful and green, and there's some flowers and it's pretty, and it's away from the smoke and fire. And the Hawk has to do with distancing ourselves from all that smoke and stepping back, surveying the situation and finding the missing pieces and looking at the situation objectively instead of feeling emotional because you're right there in that situation. So all right, so that's what we got there. And I will say before I pull out these Fairy Wicca cards here, that I did get a jumper card here, and a jumper card is a card that flies out of the deck when you're shuffling, and sometimes that happens, and it's really just because sometimes I suck at shuffling, but I really use my intuition whether that card was supposed to jump out or not, or whether it was due to the energies that wanted to come forth, or whether it was due to my own clumsy shuffling. And with this jumper card, I read it if I feel like it was important. And this just flew out of the deck, and I felt like I was shuffling fine. So I did want to pull this out and set it aside. And this is the Four of Dovin, or the Four of Earth, or Pentacles. And you know, I'm seeing a lot of stability here because you see a lot of the stones, and a sort of hiding away or keeping things locked up, and that's the energy I'm seeing here. And that's kind of connecting here with the Hawk, because the Hawk is stepping away from the situation, and here we're stepping away and guarding what's ours. So that's an energy that's sort of wanted to make itself known here. All right, so in the morning, we start off the day with the Mother Goddess, the third major arcana card, and it's the words here says Mar Bandia Ire, something mother something of Ireland. That's what I'm seeing here. Could be Earth. I'm not. Well, no, not Earth, because that's Dovan. Yeah. I'm not going to contemplate the Gaelic here. So, Mother of Ireland, Mother of Ire. Okay. And then in the afternoon, we are seeing a shift in energies. We're seeing the Three of R, Three of Air or Swords. Okay. And then we're seeing the Ardry of R, which is what we got in our weekly reading. So we're seeing those energies show up here. Okay, and finally, at the end of the day, we're seeing the 8 of R. Okay, so so we're starting off the day feeling fruitful and productive, and that's what we're seeing here with the Mother Goddess. She's fruitful, I mean, fertile, and things are coming and flowing, and that's really connecting with the day that we had yesterday. Yesterday we had yesterday seemed to be a very productive day, getting things done, and taking the creative beginnings from the Honor of Ishka, the page of cups that we got yesterday, and making that grow here. And so things are really at the beginning of the day. We're still kind of on that high of productivity, and we're getting things done. But around noon, lunchtime, around that time, we're seeing a shift of energies, and the three of R is really showing that we have a big setback. Things are not going the way that we had expected, and we've hit a block in the road. The three of R has a more common interpretation of being the heartbreak card, and tends to represent a feeling of betrayal by someone we trusted. So here, the block in the road is something that's blindsided us. It wasn't something we expected, we or may have been caused by someone we trusted. So there's a big setback here that was unexpected, maybe a feeling of betrayal or being wronged. You know, it's a setback that we kind of feel like wasn't our fault. That's the energy that I'm getting here. And then we're seeing that Ardry of R. Oh, and I noticed too that these three cards are all swords, R or air cards. So we see the Ardry, which is the king of swords here. And we got this card at the beginning of the week to show that these energies would be showing themselves in this week. And here they're showing up. And the King of Swords here really represents someone who's a boss type energy, who's ruling with an iron fist. And of course, this is Nuada of the Silver Hand, but you know, an iron fist. He's ruling with an iron fist. He's serious, authoritative, and it's a person who acts with little emotional understanding, and is more focused on the rules and procedures and the tasks at hand. And so that's the energy that we're going to be confronted with after we get this block in the road from something that we feel like wasn't our fault. It's something we were blindsided by and maybe even betrayed by. We're getting the energies of someone who's more serious and, like, you know, get things done. Doesn't want you to dwell on this, and really isn't thinking about your feelings about this happening, and just wants to get things going, and is a bit authoritative about it. And we're ending the day feeling confined by those energies from the King of Swords. This is the Eight of R, the Eight of Swords, and it's a feeling of being trapped or confined by the rules that the Ardry of R has set. That lack of freedom to do things our own way is really it's on our mind at the end of today, and it's something that we're aware of and bothered by even. So that's the energies for today. And remember too that the hawk here is telling us to take a little bit of that Ardry energy, that objective energy, to step back, to look at this situation, to not be so emotional about it, and to step back from it, and think about it objectively. Think about the missing pieces. Think about what needs to be done, instead of dwelling on the fact that this has happened. And there you go. So that's the reading that we get for today. Thank you so much for watching, and blessed be.